A familiar favorite restaurant on River Street just got a whole new look. Rocks on the River at the Bohemian Hotel is now Coastal 15, and we're here with the new executive chef, Chef Luke Wolf. Chef, thank you for having us in your kitchen today.
Thank you so much, Patty. I'm thrilled to have you guys here and to introduce you all to and all your viewers to our new Coastal 15 restaurant.
Well, this was already a very popular spot, and now you guys have a new look. It's very open, and you have a whole new menu.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we're touching on some of our favorite Southern traditional plates here. If you're from the South, you'll recognize some familiar favorites in everything Parker House rolls. We've got some
Ooh, nice.
lobster hush puppies.
So today you're going to be making shrimp toast for us, and is this something that you came up with, or where did the idea come from?
So we are making shrimp toast today. I created this dish with our corporate chef, Kyle Lipitsky, whose name I'm probably mispronouncing. I'm sorry, Chef Kyle. But it is a collaborative effort between the two of us. Yes, and it's a really light, refreshing dish with, we've got bacon wrapped shrimp here. We'll use Georgia shrimp when available. It's a simple scampi dish with the addition of tomatoes, some Cajun seasoning, and of course whipped ricotta and toast.
All right, well, let's get started. How do we do this, Chef?
Okay, so we're gonna start over here with our Cajun seasoned bacon wrapped shrimp.
Okay.
We're gonna get them in a pan with a little bit of blended oil. We want to get some heat, just enough so that it's not sticking, but not too much so that it'll burn. As we're cooking these shrimp, we're going to have our sourdough toast and some olive oil over on another pan. So as this is working, we'll kind of turn this down low as we get the bacon cooking and the toast cooking, and we can put together our ricotta cheese, which is going to go on top of the toast. And the ricotta cheese is about 1 cup of ricotta cheese. And we're going to use some fresh lemon zest, about the zest of 1 lemon. Of course, some salt, a little bit of pepper. We'll whisk this up. We'll use that same lemon, get about the juice from about half of it, maybe a little bit more. Just a touch more.
That just makes it nice and light.
Yeah, it makes it light, and the acidity from the lemon is really a nice balance for the fattiness of the ricotta cheese and the bacon. We'll also add just a touch of olive oil to that, about a teaspoon or so, and whisk that up. So we've got our ricotta cheese ready for our toast. We'll come back over here and we'll check our bread. We can turn it up a little bit. And on the first turn of our shrimp is when we're going to make all the magic happen here. We got a nice caramelization of our bacon, which is what we're looking for.
Those are beautiful shrimp, by the way.
They are really nice shrimp. They're domestic white shrimp. Unfortunately, we couldn't find Georgia shrimp. Whenever we can, we utilize them. We're going to use about a tablespoon of garlic in here now and start that sauteing after we flip our shrimp. And we're going to take some blistered tomatoes that we cook in the oven at about 425 degrees for about 7 minutes. We're going to add that right to our garlic. It's probably about 7 tomatoes. And we'll break them up in our garlic a little bit. And then we'll add a splash of white wine. Watch yourself, Patty. And we're going to reduce that down until it's almost completely disappeared. So the wine is obviously a flavor component of the dish, and it's also another acidic portion which adds to the balance. Okay? So at this point, our bread is almost ready. We'll turn down this a little bit and let it cook down. And I'm going to kind of break the tomatoes up so the juice will add to the sauce a little bit from those tomatoes. At this point, I'm going to take my bread out of the pan. It's nice and crispy. If you had a glove on, I'd tell you to feel it.
I trust you. How are people reacting to the new menu?
You know,
what kind of response are you getting?
There's been a lot of really good feedback so far. It's exciting. There's some fun dishes on the menu. In addition to the shrimp toast and the shrimp cocktail, like I mentioned, we have crispy chicken skins with pimento cheese, and we've got a low country chowder, which is pretty much all the goodies that you get in a low country boil, which if you're from Savannah, you know what that is. And
it's all in a chowder.
And it's in chowder form, so you don't have to do any of the work. So at this point, I have my toast. We've got our shrimp. I'm gonna take this off of the heat and I'm gonna add some nice cold butter to it. Probably about a 1/4 pound.
That's a lot of butter.
It is a lot of butter, but it won't all get used on there. So we wanna slowly move this butter around in the pan off the heat. If we do this while the flame is cooking, the shrimp, it will all break and it'll be like a broken sauce. So you always want to, as my culinary instructor told me 20 years ago in culinary school, Monte au beurre, finish with butter and just slowly roll the butter around in the pan with some fresh herbs, which is going to add a depth of flavor and, of course, some aesthetic, some nice, beautiful color. So as our shrimp sauce is finishing in the pan here, you can give it a little toss. That's just about where we want it to be. I'm gonna taste it. Needs a little bit of salt. And we're gonna start building our dish over here.
Okay. So in addition to the new food, the new decor, you guys also have a private dining space.
Yes, ma'am.
It's also a wine cellar.
Yes, ma'am.
That's really nice.
It is cool, and it's the opportunity to host some really fun events.
Yeah,
whether
have
it
more
be...
intimate dining experience if you'd like.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. There's some beautiful spaces in the dining room, which I'm excited to share. So I'm gonna start by taking the shrimp out of the sauce here. We use 3 13, 15 shrimp for one order of these, so they're nice sized shrimp. And since I'm eating this, I'm not gonna put a glove on right now. I'm cheating. And we're gonna put our shrimp on this toast like this. And we'll start to build our plate from here.
Okay.
Got some fresh lemon zest that we're gonna use to garnish.
Now this really is big enough to be a meal. When you first said shrimp toast, I thought, oh, it's just gonna be almost like an appetizer.
You know, we sell this a lot as a shareable first course, or sometimes people will get this with another appetizer. There's a lot of quote-unquote small plates on our menu that can be paired with other small plates to be a composed meal. So
Okay.
it's fun. You can pick and choose a few different items, which is how my wife and I like to go out to eat.
You get to try so many different things that way.
That's right.
Right.
At this point, I'm going to take our sauce with our tomatoes and drizzle that over the top. See, we're not using all that butter. A lot of that's still in the pan, Patty. All right, and then I've got some fresh pea tendrils here, which I love. I think they're beautiful and act as a nice garnish and textural element to our plate. And some red vein sorrel, which also add to the aesthetic of the dish. And we'll just use these to garnish it. And then we're gonna wipe it. Always have to wipe our plates. And voila, shrimp toast.
Very nice. So if people want to learn more about the restaurant, the menu, all the different events that are happening, because I know you guys have entertainment here as well, what's the best way for them to get the information?
I would say go on our website, www.kesslercollection.com, and you can check out the Bohemian, Savannah, Riverside. Of course, you can check out our website at Coastal 15, and you can always drop in and say hello and
Say hi to Chef
ask
Wolf.
questions. Please come on the kitchen. We'll make you some shrimp toast or any of our other favorites.
All right, well, thank you for having us
Thank
in
you
today.
so much, Patty.